Welcome back again. We continue building our advanced fighting fantasy basic rule set, and this time we're going to be looking at a potion. So we're going to do a potion of health, which will restore stamina. So I've created some icons. I've created a couple of different colored potions. So we've got one here for stamina. We can see here that we're using the potion yellow icon. And that's pretty much it. We've got a name. That's pretty much it for the stats on this side. We remove the frame, the font, things like that. But where the action happens is here in this code. I've got to lift this right up so we can see all the code. Basically, we're using some on double click to initiate this. The first thing we're going to do is get the node that this button sits on, and that's basically going to give us the character sheet ID. Next, we're going to get the current stamina and the maximum stamina. Next, this node car is actually going to be the same result as node button. So there's some superfluous code in there. Okay, then we've got our name, which is our character's name. Then this is the code to set the chat icon to always be the characters rather than the GMs if the GM rolls on behalf of the character. We're starting our message. So we've set the chat icon to the portrait, set a font, and we're initiating the rmessage.text, so we're starting with the character's name. Because we're going to reuse this a couple of times, we've got a potion of health, a potion of fortune, and potion of magic, something like that. We'll just use a variable in here. It'll just mean a little bit less stuff to find and replace in here. Okay, so potion type, so potion of health. Now our node list, so we're going to be searching in the equipment list. So we've got equipment list, and that will be this list here. So we're going to iterate through each item in the equipment list. I've got a debug entry in there, we better get rid of that. Right, so if, and this is V is the individual icon, if the individual record name is equal to our potion type or equal to potion of health, then we're going to run the following code. Then if that child, the child of the equipment units, if the equipment units, which is a child of this entry, has a value greater than 0, i.e. we've got at least one item of that, then we're going to add some more message here. So we're going to have our character up here, consumes 1 potion type and recovers the difference between stamina max and current stamina, and then stamina. We are then going to set our stamina current back to our stamina max value. We are then going to get the count of our current units, current number of that particular potion, and we're going to decrement it by 1. So we're going to find potions of health, and we're going to change that from 1 to 0 or 2 to 1, whatever number that is. And this else is in relation to this if, so that means if we don't have more than 0, then we're going to get a message character has no potion of health to consume. Then we're going to over here, this S result is basically the text that we're going to append to this text field, which is our current text message for our chat message. Then we're going to deliver the chat message. So let's publish that, and we'll go and see what it looks like. Okay, just reloading the table, firing up my character sheet. So we have 1 potion of health. Let's drop our stamina down to 7. Okay, so we can see current stamina is 7, max stamina is 16. If I double click on our potion here, It's going to check the equipment list for a potion of health. We'll find this entry. We'll then check how many there are. There's more than 0, so it will run the code. Let's try it out. Okay, our stamina is now 16, and our number of health potions is 0. So let's try that again. We'll drop our health down, and we will try and consume another potion. And we get Gudgeon has no potion of health to consume, whereas previously we had Gudgeon consumes 1 potion of health and recovers 9 stamina. Alright, there's some nice little bits of code in there. We're starting to interact with various parts of the character sheet. We're pulling information from a list. We're modifying that list. We're also modifying stat or specific fields on the character sheet as well. Hopefully this is giving you some good ideas for your own projects. Alright, see you again tomorrow.